So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from. As you can see, it's about almost 6 p.m. my time. That is the Kenyan time, and I just want us to go over the setup for GBPUSD. All right. So this is a pair that I've grown to love, and actually I haven't traded for the past 2 months. Yeah, December and January. I wasn't active on this market, but I was taking a look at what was happening. Yeah, so I just want to go over the setup, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I noticed something. Yeah, I noticed something on the daily time frame. As you can see, the daily is quite bullish. We broke structure to the upside, and kind of we've been in this deep pullback. All right, we've been in this deeper pullback, coming to do what? Coming to test out this zone. All right, this extreme zone. So, and the reason why it's because based on the 4 hourly chart, or based on my analysis on the 4 hours, I was seeing a possibility where we may see this actually the market actually coming into this zone, and then we get that reverse targeting what? Targeting our 4 hourly low. But now looking at the daily time frame, you can see kind of like we are in that deep pullback. Like you can see, it's clear that we are in that deep pullback, and anytime we may end up, you know what, disrespecting or breaking through this internal protected high. All right. But right now, as you can see, we are in I shouldn't be visible on the daily. We are in that daily supply. All right, so we are retesting that, and depending on what we get, we may actually see the market actually breaking because we are coming off of that, and you can see it just tapped in and immediately flew away. So we may be getting, especially when you do get these deeper pullbacks, when you do get this style of pullback, this deeper pullback, it could be, a result, or it could be the beginning point where we may actually see the market actually coming to take out that targeted high. Remember, the daily swing structure is bullish. This is where it broke structure, and we've been in that deeper pullback. All right, so that was interesting. I wasn't paying attention to in fact, this one I just marked it out. All right, I just marked that out just a few minutes ago before beginning this recording. So I wasn't really seeing that. So we may actually see a situation where the market actually goes ahead to break this one. May actually see this one breaking. But until we get that, we continue to trade the internal protected or the internal structure. Now, with that being said, on the daily and knowing fully well where we are, now right now, this is acting as an inducement for this zone. And I had sent out these what is it called? This analysis to my group. So we have that inducement, we have this high acting as an inducement for this zone. All right. So you may see a situation where the market actually comes in and does something like that. All right. Sorry for that. Market actually comes in and does something like that. All right. So that would be interesting to see. I don't know whether I haven't looked at my economics calendar. Let's just look at that to see what we have for next week. So let's just see. So Monday, nothing. Um, Tuesday we have the durable goods order, but this usually doesn't move the market as much. And then on Wednesday, so we may actually see the market actually, price actually starting to consolidate a bit because of this news, the Fed interest rate decision. After that, we also do have the GDP and the unemployment rate for the European Union. And then, of course, so next week's gonna be heavy. Yeah, next week, next week will be heavy. So let's just wait and see what happens. I just wanted to give that update because it's something that I wasn't paying attention to, and it will be very very interesting to see what unfolds. All right. So yeah, let's just wait and see what happens. We may actually see the 4-hourly high get taken out, and then if that happens, then we of course know that this would be the target, right? This, for those who are trading long term, this would be the target. If the 4-hourly uh, high, the 4-hourly protected high gets taken out, then we are looking at these are the targets. So that is GBPUSD. Let's look at very quick at the EURUSD. I remember calling out this trade and telling people don't sell, don't sell, yeah, don't sell. Even now, especially after seeing that we have the roll resistance liquidity right there, I'm still not convinced that this zone is gonna hold. All right, I'm still not that convinced that this zone will hold, but we just have to wait and see what happens. Now, moving on to the 4 hours. By the way, let's just look at the swing structure. The swing structure actually for the EURUSD actually changed. Right there, you can see we had that break of structure to the downside. All right, on the on the daily. So the daily is quite bearish. So our expectation is this zone, or either this zone. If that fails, then we are looking at this zone. If, and then our targeted low would be the lowest point of that move. All right. So looking at the 4 hours, let's see what we have. This is what we have. I remember I told guys that especially this move, don't sell, don't sell, because it gave us that fake change of character. Don't sell, don't sell. And that became a very, very strong high, yeah, acting as inducement for this zone. All right. Also, we do have this low resistance liquidity, which also acts as an inducement for what? For that zone. So now going into next week, what I'm expecting to see, if the zone holds, then I'm looking to sell. I'm looking to sell from this zone. But of course, we can get a situation where price actually comes in to grab what? To grab all of that, the roll resistance liquidity. But some may argue that we did actually purge, or we did actually grab it there. But I'm not entirely convinced. All right, especially given the fact that we do have that imbalance. And yes, some may argue that has been filled, but I'm not entirely convinced. So may actually see this zone failing, and that would mean that we are coming to test what? We are coming to test out that zone. All right, we are coming to test that zone. And also one of the or one key thing to note is that the 4-hourly trend is bullish, but the daily trend is bearish. All right, so the my argument would be, or is, that we changed the trend on the 4 hours just to facilitate what, that daily pullback. And also, let's just look in terms of the fib where we are. This is the high and the low. All right, we are coming to the 78.6% level. Normally, we say, or I normally look at the 61.8 as the golden key level where the market tend to respect. All right, but now since we've already broken, now that may act as a support for price to take us to that zone. All right, and that zone, that daily zone, actually we have a 4-hourly zone right there, right on top of it. So we may actually see price coming, you know, to the extreme zone. If these two zones fail, all right, we may actually see price coming there, but this has already been mitigated, so I'm looking at that zone. But that zone also was already partially mitigated, so I'm looking at this as the extreme zone. All right, so that is my analysis for EURUSD and GBPUSD. I don't want this video to be long. Also, in terms of this, the gold, right now we are in our zone, and this was acting as an inducement for that. So gold, I'm just waiting for that change of character, and then we can enter those shorts. All right, I'm not gonna give you, you know, you see, this is what I'm talking about. These high is acting as an inducement for what, for that zone. So we may actually get a nice reaction off of that, targeting what, targeting this low. But normally, if we don't target that far, we just use the 4 hours and the internal of the 4 hours as our target. So right now, we would enter those shorts targeting what, targeting that sell side liquidity, and then after that we target that, and then after that we target all the way until we take out that. Also, it's important to note that the 4 hours trend, or the 4 hour swing structure on the on gold has also changed. We are bullish, we are kind of bullish, and that bullishness, I would say, it is overextended. Okay, it is overextended. So yeah, let's just wait and see what happens. Let's just wait and see what happens next week, given the fact that we have all of this news. Where are they? Given the fact that we have all of this news. Yeah. So let's just wait and see.